everything's coming from your brain, for your mind. What's problem that you get? Everything's coming from your brain, from your behavior, everything.
Hey, can I want to interview you today.
Oh yes.
Can I? Also, actually, already.
I'm already sitting.
I am here at one of my favorite places in Bali, one of my favorite spas and massage places that I've been coming to for years now.
Yeah.
I think a few years. Why am I wearing a turtleneck in Bali? I literally, I just love being warm. I love, like, it's relatively, obviously, Bali is an island, so it's relatively always pretty warm here. In some months, it can be a little bit cooler, and in some areas, it can actually get quite cold, like going north towards the mountains. But I really just love being cozy. And actually, today was a little bit of a rainy day. Like it drizzled quite a bit today. So I am in my turtleneck and I am in these house shoes that I literally love so much. Like these are my favorite shoes of all time. Anything cozy for the win. For me, learning how I feel in my body has been so important for my journey. Like I was so disembodied. Disembodied basically is, let's say, when the volume of our body signals is turned all the way down low. Being disembodied can look like forgetting to eat, forgetting to drink water, and then later feeling dehydrated. Being disembodied can look like overriding our body's needs, overriding exhaustion, pushing to a point of being burnt out, pushing to a point of being stressed out. It can also look like living in our head and just constantly being in this loop of overthinking, in this loop of um, rumination. Being disembodied can also look like not knowing how we feel, literally just not knowing how we feel in our body, not being able to even identify sensations in our body, where we're feeling warm, where we're feeling coolness, where we're feeling tightness or tension, where we might be feeling heaviness, where we might be feeling jitters. And this is so important because a lot of the things that we endure, a lot of the emotional unrest that we endure, a lot of the feelings that we might have, our body is giving us signals before those things accumulate in a way that it becomes, let's say, that it becomes problematic in our lives. I just completely trust Teeny with my body. I trust her knowledge. I trust everything that she embodies as a human being. So typically for me, I don't like to go to so many people for massages because I just don't like a lot of hands and things and all the things. And I truly believe that people should embody what it is that they do. And so for me, Teeny has done that. And today I'm actually here for a massage with Teeny, a 60-minute deep tissue massage. But before we get started with the massage, I wanted to ask Teeny some questions. Why did you start to want to be a masseuse?
Because I love to take care of people, and I want to help people when they have a problem, or when they have a concern. They really, they really don't know where is the problem. So when I touch them, I really use my feeling. So my point is, I just want to help people with if they have problem. Yeah. So because I love to. This is a job. I love it. I already choose many job, but be a spa therapist, I love it.
I can tell that you love it. I feel it every time I get I get up or I get a massage from you. What about healing, Teeny? Like, why were you interested in healing, and what about like healing in Balinese culture?
Healing in Balinese culture, there's different. When they have stress, something like that, they heal by the hand, but actually they use also feeling and coming from the brain, everything.
Do you think there's any connection between the tension that we carry in our body and how we behave, or our emotions, or our feelings?
Yes, of course. That's everything's coming from your brain, for your mind. What's problem that you get? Everything's coming from your brain, from your behavior, everything. When you have behavior is not arrogant, everything also inside arrogant, believe me. But when you really calm, everything also your muscle, everything will like you smile inside, it's coming out, you know. Smile in and out,
Yes.
it's the same.
Oh, thank you so much, Teeny. We're about to start my massage, and I'll ask you
Yes.
some more questions while you're at work. Being embodied is so important, you know, and I know for some of us, it might even feel painful to be embodied because of things that we've been through, because of traumas that we've experienced, because we just might be too busy, because we might be really stressed, because we might actually be dealing with a lot of cognitive overload. When I got to Bali, I started to do things that kind of ease me back into allowing myself to be in my body. Teeny, what is the secret to a good massage?
Do a good massage is always, when you do the massage, is always coming from your heart. What you give the people is really from deep, deep, deep heart. And then you try to do the best. And then also when people have problem, you try to help them and to release and reduce all the problem. But everything that you do to be a good is all back to you. It's coming. You need to do coming from it really from your deep heart.
What is one of the biggest problems people have in their body? Like, what body part typically has the most tension?
Like a knot, but mostly on the back shoulder area, on neck, and also most of them they have headache because they work on computer or phone. So most of them, when they have the when the problem is on the neck, back, shoulder, and head. Yeah, like 80%.
And one of the things that I did so regularly was getting massages. And this is like a middle way. Like I always say, for me, it's so important, or on my journey, healing through living and doing things that are seemingly fun and interesting, but in some way, they actually are opportunities for us to heal things. What's the difference between a Balinese massage and a deep tissue massage?
This massage that's gonna be kind of our full body massage. We're gonna use coconut oil. That's kind of our relaxing massage. That's gonna be relaxation. But for deep tissue massage, that's we more working for your muscle tension or tight muscle. Because this gonna be like a combination. We're gonna do dry first on your back for scanning where is the tension or not. And then we also use oil for this. This is gonna be full body, still full body. We're gonna use oil and also with lomi lomi for makes you have more circulation on your body to the tissue massage.
So for me, for example, before I get angry, before anger arises, I get really like my throat gets very dry. Like it feels really dry and it starts to get really tight. This is what it means to be alive. This is what it means to be able to respond to life, to be able to be connected to our bodies, to be able to understand what we are feeling, to be able to understand what sensations are happening in our present moment, learning how to observe sensations, learning how to catch the spark before the flame. So basically, even after you get the massage,
Yes.
you can get all of the tension back again just by overthinking.
Exactly. Because everything uh people when they get stressed, they put on them neck and coming down to them body. That's why especially they have always problem here, shoulder and neck and head.
So, Tini, once I did a massage class with you. Do you remember?
Yes, I am.
And one of the things you were doing was while you were giving the massage, you were like almost dancing. Why? Why is that important for a masseuse to do?
Why I do that? I use my body when I do pressure because like a dancing, like you said. Because uh, if I do step, everything the client problem is coming to me. So when I do dancing, I really enjoy also your muscle. Where is your problem? So I need to move my body too. So I will not get also tension from people, because when I not move my body, your hand become tight and also your muscle become tight.
Thank you so much, Teeny, for
You're
answering these
welcome.
questions. And I hope that this supports anybody who is just interested in Balinese massages or just in general learning more about Bali, but also the importance of self care for the body. I am going to enjoy my massage. One of the things I'm most grateful for is just the fact of having access to things like this. Like a deep tissue massage here in Bali costs less than $10. One of the things I notice when I'm getting a massage is that sometimes there's just so much resistance in the body. And so I notice that sometimes I can even tighten myself even more and make it even more difficult to get the knots and tension out of my body. So I try to really train my mind to focus on the body. And when I notice that I'm resisting or creating more tension, I just give myself a little cue to relax that location just to allow Teeny to get the knot out of the body. Like this actually is one of those moments. Anytime around this area in my neck, and exhales help a lot, especially with deep tissue massages. Just inhaling and then exhaling as you allow yourself to release a little more. We will inevitably endure tension, tightness, trauma to the body, whether it's big trauma or little trauma, whether it's the trauma happening to us or having been seen trauma that somebody else has experienced. And so the body will accumulate things over time. And so it's not like a massage is a fix all solution, but being able to release tension in our body allows us to also settle our mind a little bit more, to calm our mind a little bit more. The body can carry a lot of issues and tension, and even before trying to go into more subtle practices like meditation and different things along those lines, breathing practices, just being able to release things that are stuck in our body. When I first started my spiritual journey, or let's say personal growth journey, I was ready to jump in like full, like go straight to meditation. I'm ready to like kind of bypass all this stuff with the body. Let's get into the mind. Let's get into like all of the deep stuff. But it's so important to be able to understand the needs of our bodies, because that's what supports us in our healing journey. Our body, like we can't bypass the body, like skipping the body. And especially at the beginning, because so much of the things that we carry, even on a mental level, as Teeny said, is stored in the body, coming from the mind, but stored in the body. So they are interconnected in such a big way. And it's easier to get tension and knots and all that stuff that we carry. It's easier to start with the body. I am so grateful for Bali, for the accessibility, for the wisdom, for the skill set, and for people like Teeny and the compassion and the love for what they do. Terima kasih, Teeny.
Enjoy the massage.
Incredible as always. Thank you so much. Teeny, typically you are making people feel good and feel better. How do you feel after giving a massage?
I feel very satisfied. I feel happy. I already can help them, and already when they come back, they already said, "Oh, my problem is less." Oh, I feel so satisfied. I feel so happy for that.
And how do you take care of yourself? Because you are doing the massage, but do you ever get massages? Or what's your self care practice?
I do stretching after I come from work. I should, because otherwise my muscle also tight. I do stretching and also I do massage every week.
Thank you so much, Teeny, for your time. Thank you for just your kindness and sweetness and all the people that you help.